Absolutely. Christine Patterson, she's the Director of Experience and Engagement for the town of Mooresville. She's also the host of I Heart Mooresville. Airs every Tuesday from 11 to noon. We'll chat with Christine about 8:15. 8:30, Premier Land. Jim Deal's going to be joining us. We're excited to chat, see what's going on, make a little premiere action on a deal.
Yeah.
You never know. And besides that, just some general shenanigans
Hanging
throughout
out.
the day.
Yeah,
for
hanging
sure.
out with us the rest of the day.
Quite a bit hit the timeline yesterday.
Okay.
We've got a wide variety for you. So
Because mine's still all Taylor Swift new album. I'm sorry, I've got no new content for you. That's that and Panthers is all I get. Like, there's nothing else showing up on my timeline.
is it clips of songs? Is it the hits of Taylor?
It's people dancing to her songs. It's people talking about her songs. It's people talking about the album. It's people who like the album, people who don't like the album. And then it's
mixed feelings.
Panthers, just Panthers fans who are just hyped that we run 1-2 home games.
And don't want to forget about Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show.
Yes.
8:45. We'll chat with him as well. This one was exciting to me yesterday. New partnership announced. This one is ahead of the upcoming Olympics. International name that's going to be working alongside, it looks like, the rings. And that's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay, the Olympics that are in, where are the next Olympics?
2028, Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, but this is for the 2028 Olympics?
So I believe so, yes. But there is the International Olympic Committee, right? That kind of, hey, we represent the whole world.
Yeah.
And Sonic the Hedgehog is part of it.
So, of all the things to choose, why do you think that they chose Sonic the Hedgehog as the official mascot for the Olympics?
Good vibes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's
or maybe
not...
there's a new movie coming out? Is
maybe.
there a new one coming out?
I don't know. I don't... Back to Gamebox. This is Gamebox, right?
Sonic collects rings,
Yeah.
Okay.
and the Olympics have rings.
Okay.
That's one connection.
I like
Okay.
that.
All
Maybe
right.
a movie coming in 2028 as well. You know,
Possibly.
Sonic's been putting out bangers recently. I don't
He
know
does
if you've seen
movies?
them.
I thought it was just games.
Yeah, Sonic does exclusively movies. He really hasn't gotten into TV that much. Although he had a TV stint for a while, but he says he's like kind of over it.
It was a game, right?
Also, he had
Correct.
the game
It was
first.
a game. Yes.
Game box
game
first.
But that's the trajectory of a
Game first,
celebrity.
movie
Classic
second.
hedgehog.
Yeah,
Trajectory, classic hedgehog.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Figuring out some life decisions.
Yeah, shows how much I know.
One of these photos here from
You're
the
in
Olympic,
the know for pop culture.
One of these pictures for the Olympic Committee. So you got Sonic on the occupying the left blue color, right? Because Sonic.
These
is
aren't
blue.
all Sonics.
No, red is Knuckles. Is his name?
Oh, I know nothing.
Yellow, his name
no.
is called Tails. Is it Tails or Two Tails?
Tails.
Tails. I'm not. I think black is
don't-
Shadow. I think Shadow.
Okay, yes.
Something like that.
Yeah, I like him.
I don't know the green one though.
I do not know the green one.
Green looks like a girl.
Well,
I don't
they
like
can,
to
you
assume.
know, I
We're
don't
talking
want-
hedgehogs here.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it does have
I'm not
a dress
trying
on.
to misgender the hedgehog. I just looks like a girl. I
No,
think
yeah,
that's
you're good. And that's actually painted out like a track race. Looks like Shadow's winning.
Well, Sonic was fast. You got to remember. I don't know. I mean, I would say Usain Bolt fast if I had, if I could
Okay.
quantify it.
Faster?
Arguably.
Yeah, faster.
okay. Well, there you go. If I would have looked at this, I'd say that's 5 Sonics right there. But apparently, they all have different names, and
There's some fries on this.
they're
side,
all very unique people or characters. Hedgehogs. That's right.
They have feelings too,
I know. I'm not trying to offend any of
I
them.
kind of wanted to see the
Super
Eggman. They got to get the Eggman involved here.
What's an Eggman?
The bad guy,
The bad guy.
Ah.
the villain. One of.
One of?
Yeah.
One of.
They have multiple.
Jim
villains.
Carrey played the Eggman fairly recently.
I am so confused right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. yeah.
In the movie.
In the movie?
Sonic movie.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. He played the bad
Okay.
guy. Jim
Okay.
Carrey did. You know Jim Carrey?
Yeah, I know who Jim Carrey is. I do know him, but I don't know what an Eggman is. But yeah, this is very exciting. So, yeah, I think there's an audience for
This
this.
is extremely
obviously.
exciting.
There's definitely an audience for this.
I will
think.
say I'm happy that they went with the classic Sonic look.
yeah.
There was a
Has there
bit
been
of
an updated
debate
Sonic?
in the movie that they came out with.
Mm.
There was a little bit of flip flop. I even think it got delayed a little bit because they made Sonic just look strange.
Well, because he's
look
real
different.
life now, right? Like
Correct.
it's real life
CGI,
Sonic.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was not up to par.
Okay.
So this is a much more traditional looking Sonic.
And Sonic was like a kid in the movie too, kind of like age wise, pretty young. Don't know if and I'm assuming there's going to be a movie along at some point. Sonic the Hedgehog, we're going for the gold. We're excited to announce our upcoming Olympic rings licensing collaboration. So I guess you can license rings
Tokens.
with the International Olympic Committee, celebrating the Olympic brand and Sonic the Hedgehog. Stay tuned for more in 2026.
I think there's a Winter Olympics coming up, right?
2026.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's every 2.
Yeah.
You have an Olympics going back and forth between winter and summer.
Yeah, they got some winter action in here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Milan.
Okay, so maybe this is for Winter Olympics.
That's going to be held in
Not
Italy.
for LA.
The Milan Cortina 2026.
So that's what this is going to do.
We got to the bottom of it,
Yeah,
guys.
figured it
Look
out.
at that investigative reporting we
It's
just
a
did.
me. Oh, wait, different game.
Okay.
But
Well,
we win.
this just shows how old I am because I'm still.
Sonic's been around a while. I think, what do you think?
I've been
80s?
around longer.
All right, fair.
No, there was no Sonic in the 80s, was there?
Sega Genesis had Sonic.
Okay.
That was one of my first games. First game boxes.
Great game.
Sega
Yeah.
Genesis.
Okay.
Just really want to deep dive into Sonic.
I'm glad that we did. Now I
And
know
the
all about
Olympics,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I know all about
And
it
the
now.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Winter or Summer Olympics?
Oh, summer.
Summer.
Definitely summer.
No way. Winter. No sweat. Actually, still sweating.
Yeah.
It's just a little better.
And cold.
It's just a little better. LA in 28. Smog effect. Watch out.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
But, fall is a season of ups and downs in the Carolinas. A little warm, a little on the humid side right now. Partly cloudy, low 80s for our Tuesday afternoon. Overnight, though, we fall off only into the mid-60s. A cold front on the way tomorrow brings some rain off and on for our Wednesday. And then a big-time cool down on the way. High temperatures in the upper 60s, near 70 to finish out the work week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Prioritizing your health is one of the best ways to take care of yourself. From routine visits to the joys of pregnancy to the illnesses that stop you in your tracks, Iredell Health System will be by your side. Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. The 500 Club in Statesville is having their Members Couples Club Championship on Saturday. Visit the 500 Club online for more information on tee times, memberships, the Victory Lane Sports Bar and Grill, and golf lessons. Get ready to do the time warp again on Halloween night. WSIC Radio is bringing the Rocky Horror Picture Show to the Charles Mack Citizen Center in Mooresville. The movie will play at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium screen with a live shadowcast performing alongside the film. Standard and VIP experience tickets are on sale right now at WSICnews.com. The VIP experience begins at 6 p.m. with the showtime at 8. Sing along, dress up, and join the fun. This is a Halloween night you will not forget. WSIC presents the Rocky Horror Picture Show October 31st in Mooresville. The dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway is ready to take center stage this fall. The World Short Track Championships take place October 31st and November 1st, featuring the nation's best weekly dirt racers. And then get ready for the World of Outlaws World Finals, November 5th through the 8th. Sprint cars, late models, and big block modifieds take their final checkered flags of 2025 while their champions are crowned. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, schedules, and camping information.
The Renaissance Festival is back Saturdays and Sundays now through November 23rd. A non-stop outdoor family adventure. Huzzah! Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com while supplies last.
Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Warning, no lifeguard on duty. We're back with more Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKM. 7:18. Happy Tuesday to you. Let's see how everybody's doing outside today. It feels great out there. RideICATS.com. Alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with David. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning, radio family. We just came off 77 South, up around the exit 49. There's 4 cars on the side of the road with police presence, so just be careful going through there. It's causing some backup there, so expect a little bit of a delay there. Otherwise, first trip around this morning, both 77 and north and southbound lanes were flowing pretty good, both the HOV and regular lanes as well. So everything so far, so good, as we say.
Not too shabby. Definitely got to have those patient pants going on, some spots to look out for. But, David, sounds like things are rocking and rolling. We so appreciate you.
There is. And can I say one more thing right quick?
Of course.
I would like to wish my beautiful, sweet wife a happy 37th wedding anniversary. She's just a rock. She is my rock. She's just such a great woman. I really appreciate her.
Happy anniversary.
Happy
David.
anniversary.
Happy for you guys.
You said 37 years.
That's impressive.
What's the secret?
Yeah, well, I'm just a buffet of fun for her, so,
Done.
No,
No.
it's just the thing is last, of course, is putting God first and just doing what your wife says. That's
Easy.
all you got to do.
Yeah, that's not even hard.
Easy.
Oh, like remembering her
Two-piece
favorite
puzzle.
color. That's important, David.
Remembering her favorite color?
Yeah, remembering her favorite color.
Putting that
That's
one at the
important.
top of the list?
Yeah, that
Well,
one's important.
It changes.
No, women never change their mind. What are you talking about?
I'm going to need an attorney before I
Good thinking. You're a smart guy. Your wife has trained you well.
David,
She has.
we so appreciate you. Happy anniversary. We're actually going to add you guys to the celebration wheel.
Yeah, we'll add you to the prize
have that on
wheel.
the Home Ad Show celebration wheel for all
okay.
anniversaries and birthdays. So
What's your wife's name?
Angela.
Angela.
Yeah.
Okay.
cool. Well, we know how to find you if you win, too, by the way.
Yep.
So not a problem.
Yeah. I'm easy to track down. Yeah.
Dave, we so appreciate you. Have a great morning. Looking forward to chatting with you at 8:15.
All right. Y'all take care. God bless.
You too.
Thanks.
Bye. RideICATS.com, $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. Today's Tuesday. You can go to the VA in Salisbury for only $1 from your front door in Iredell County. Thursday, you can go to Winston-Salem. Again, only $1 from your front door. Friday, Hickory. Guess what? Only $1 from your front door in Iredell County. You've just got to schedule it. RideICATS.com.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner. Well, a bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day.
Give me just 1 second here.
Okay. Man, 37 years. That's a
long time.
That's a long time. Good for them. Yeesh.
Oh, that's great. I do like the secret. Just, put God first and do what your wife says.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Easier said than done.
Today's word of the day is brought to you by, that's right, Halloween in Huntersville.
Oh, boy.
Costume contest, games, food, music, and more presented by WSIC alongside Huntersville Parks and Recreation. It is Sunday, October 26th, 4 to 7 p.m. at Huntersville Athletic Park. There will be a drone show. That's the big deal, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's the big
That's the big one.
That's the big grand finale there.
Yes,
drone
we're all
show.
excited about the drone show as well as other fun things to do with the family. So come out and enjoy Halloween in Huntersville with us at Huntersville Athletic Park on October the 26th. Today's word of the day is Athenaeum.
Athenaeum?
Athenaeum?
Athenaeum or Athenaeum. I will accept either.
Okay.
Athenaeum.
Athenaeum.
It sounds like a auditorium or like a Greek auditorium.
You're close.
Okay.
You're close, but this is word of the day, so it's a very specific
Oh, I know. We
type.
got to be on the money.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. Yes, you're there with me. Athenaeum. So, like I said, it is a noun. Athenaeum.
Athenaeum, word of the day. Bill giving us a word. We are going to guess this definition because I have no idea, but it's a noun, so I'm going to use some of that context clues. Person, place, thing, or idea.
Correct. Let me go ahead and give you a sentence here. Justin called his messy office an Athenaeum, but Mamie said it looked more like a crime scene of paperwork.
Organized chaos.
Organized chaos is not correct. Let's see.
A haven.
A haven. A little bit of haven.
Okay.
Let's see. Bill turned the break room into his personal Athenaeum, complete with coffee stains and conspiracy theories.
Little hidey hole.
Okay. A little hottie hole.
Like that.
All right. All right. The definition I have
You
of
don't like that one?
Athenaeum. The definition I have
No, I
of
said I liked it.
Athenaeum is a place dedicated to literary, artistic, or scientific learning, like a library, reading room, or
okay.
cultural club.
Your little nook. Nook
Yeah.
of knowledge.
The nook of knowledge.
There
You
you
should
go.
just stopped at dedicated. That's it.
Yeah,
It's right there.
dedicated.
That's it.
Again, make sure you guys go check out, join us at Halloween in Huntersville at Huntersville Athletic Park, October the 26th. It is sure to be a great, great time.
Wild to think about. Don't forget. I mean, we're into Q4 right now in
Yeah,
2025.
it's wild.
About to be
Yep.
2026 here before you know it.
Yep. And then if you
holiday
want
season.
to enjoy, the fun with the family at Halloween in Huntersville, and then you can get tickets for a fun little adult night out on Halloween with the Rocky Horror Picture Show
Right.
Boom.
happening in downtown Mooresville. Tickets are
They
still
say
available.
it's a cult classic.
It is a cult classic. Yeah. It's going to be a good time. Good time.
Live action with some live action cast going
Yes,
on in
live
addition to the
performers.
movie going on, and you can have a chance to meet the cast beforehand.
That's right. You can come to the VIP party, pre-show party at 6 o'clock. So you can get to meet the cast, food, drinks, entertainment, lots of good times before you come and see the show and have a big party.
Yeah.
Patrick Reynolds will be hosting that one as well.
Tickets available at WSICnews.com. You can click there. You can find out. Or if you go through the Town of Mooresville ticket website for the regular tickets, they should have a link on there as well for you to go to the VIPs if you're curious about that and seeing the difference and
Yep.
what you get. But great time. Looking forward to hearing how the show goes.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
I'll be with the kiddos that night.
Yeah.
But adult night, though, on this one, though, could be great if you're looking for a night out for sure. It's Friday this year. Halloween's on a Friday.
On a Friday, yeah. It's going to be a good time for a night out.
Yeah. Already going toward the holiday season. Have you checked out the Starbucks holiday menu yet? Have you seen what they got going on?
No, they already have their holiday menu out?
Well, it's not out yet. So
Okay.
November 6th, it goes down. But here's some of the items that they're going to have. I want to start with the merch.
Oh, they have merch. Okay.
Hello Kitty.
Okay. Hello Kitty and Starbucks. Holiday merch. Makes sense. I
Merry
guess.
Christmas.
Yeah. Merry whatever.
Merry Kitty.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, I guess that's for some people. Once again, I've aged out of this one. I don't want to understand
Sonic
it.
the Hedgehog. I was waiting for him to pop up on the screen.
Right. It would make more sense if there was a Sonic merch.
I just, as you know, if you stay from my cup, it's just black coffee.
Right.
That's it for me. But they have quite a few of the options at Starbucks, and I think that's normal. That's not just like during the holidays. I think
They
the
always
rest
have
of the
lots
year.
of different options. Yeah.
Iced gingerbread chai latte.
Yep.
Yeah. You down for that one, Bill?
Yep.
Bill's
Okay.
a big latte guy. That's
He is a
milk,
latte
right?
guy,
Is that
yeah.
milk?
Yeah.
Is that what that means?
It's just
Yeah, it's just milk.
coffee with milk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Hot milk, though.
Hot milk. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
But if you get the iced, it's cold milk. They don't
It
put
is
hot milk in
cold
your
milk.
iced latte.
Sugar cookie latte.
I'm not a huge sugar cookie guy.
No,
It
I'd
seems
probably
too obvious
pass on
for
that
me.
one too.
Yeah.
But
Look-
is it the gingerbread that got you on the first one?
Or the chai.
Yeah, I think the gingerbread combined with the chai.
Chai's a little spicy, so add a little spice to
Oh.
the spice.
Oh,
Be pretty
double
good.
spice.
hmm
What about a caramel brulee latte?
I don't really like caramel in my coffee. Some people do. That's
Do you
not-
like creme brulee?
I do love creme brulee, but not in a coffee. Just to eat it.
Just by itself.
Just bring me a creme brulee.
Separate.
Yeah.
Peppermint mocha?
Yeah, I'm down for that every.
That's the most popular, isn't it? Isn't that the big one?
I'll have one of those all year long. It's like you with the pumpkin spice. You
Well-
want it all year long?
Well, that's the question of peppermint mocha versus
pumpkin spice.
pumpkin spice. Who's the
peppermint
real
mocha.
champion?
Peppermint mocha is the real champion.
Okay, debatable. Obviously, I'm going to go
Right.
pumpkin spice on
I
that
know.
one.
That's fine. Agree to
I'm
disagree.
PSL guy.
You're a PSL guy?
Yeah.
Pumpkin
I don't
spice
like
latte.
a pumpkin spice latte. I'm not a fan of it.
Pity.
I know.
I've never poured milk into my pumpkin before, so I can't say that I'm familiar with that one. too
Yeah,
much.
I do like a cinnamon latte,
Mm.
but not a pumpkin spice.
Well, they've got the cinnamon pull-apart bread now,
Yeah.
because that's the other thing about Starbucks. They've gone beyond coffee. You know, they have that full display
Mhm.
of food. In the past, too, just heads up on this one, I think they make the food for the display, and then, like, they throw that away at the end of the day. Like, you can't, like, they don't do anything else with it besides just use it for a display. Like, haha, look what
I
we
thought
can
they were
do.
just plastic in there.
No, I'm pretty sure they're real. I think they have to make them real.
Okay.
Cinnamon pull-apart bread, probably could be good.
I don't know. You put anything made of bread, I'll probably eat, really, honestly. Put some cinnamon. I do love
It's not
cinnamon.
a no.
No, I would be willing to try it.
Snowman cookie.
Yeah, sure.
Easy enough. That's
It's just a
Yeah, I'd
cookie.
rather do that at home.
right. I'm not gonna get that because I can get that anywhere, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably just gonna make cookies at home.
Sugar plum cheese Danish.
Nah,
No, I'll pass on that.
I'm not familiar with sugar plums.
I'm not either.
Is it just
I
plums
think they're
with
just
sugar?
calling it. I think they're just calling it sugar plum, just to give it a holiday name. I think it's just like a raspberry cheese Danish.
But
Okay.
but sugar plum isn't like its own fruit.
A plum. You know what a plum is?
You
Like
know what
the
a plum-
fruit.
you
I
know what a
love
plum
plums.
is.
I love
You do?
plums.
Sugar plum just coated in sugar.
Oh gosh, sign me up. Give
Done.
me 3 of these.
Okay.
Cranberry bliss bar.
Maybe.
Cranberry's a tough one because
Not above it.
I kind of cranberry. It's kind of like orange juice. So you go pulp or no pulp. Tough
Cranberry
one.
juice? No.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna get the Bliss bar shaped
No.
like a cake.
Polar bear cake pop.
Every day.
Cake pops have really become the rage. We had a home little kit of cake pops at one point.
They are
She
good, but for
popped
that
them in the
reason, I'm
oven.
not gonna get one.
What reason? Because it's a polar bear?
Yeah, just because it's a lollipop. I'm too tough for that.
You can't look cool eating a
Yeah.
cake pop.
Right.
Here's the one I'm wondering about. Drops later in the season.
Oh.
Eggnog latte,
Oh.
Okay.
chestnut praline latte.
Okay.
Hey, the praline lattes are pretty good.
Yeah.
You've
I've
had
never
that
had
one?
one of those.
I have. I don't think a chestnut one, but I have had a praline one.
Eggnog's that time of year. You know, that's another one. You'd wonder where that's at, you know, January through November. We got eggs. We got chicken. Chickens are back, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the problem is.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
But, you know, fall is a season of ups and downs in the Carolinas. A little warm, a little on the humid side right now. Partly cloudy, low 80s for our Tuesday afternoon. Overnight, though, we fall off only into the mid-60s. A cold front on the way tomorrow brings some rain off and on for our Wednesday. And then a big-time cool down on the way. High temperatures in the upper 60s, near 70 to finish out the work week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Lowry Drug is a source for excellent pharmacy services. We have served the Statesville community since 1959. We have attentive customer service, a state-of-the-art compounding laboratory, and the Dispill medication packaging system that takes the work out of medication management for those using medication planners. We do it for you. Come see us at Lowry Drug in Statesville. Call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
How can we make your day spotless? Yes, I'm Andrea, owner of Spotless Cleaning. Of course, our technicians do the extras. It surprises people. Yes, baseboards, window frames, and of course, toilets. Not maids, trained technicians. Exactly. In Brazil, my grandparents taught me to live my life without guilt. Yes, more time means better, bigger life. Yes, with Spotless Cleaning, you live it. Plus, have a clean house. SpotlessCleaningNC.com.
Inspire your team and gallop to greatness. Our horses at Willow Equine are outstanding at working with people on leadership and team building skills, perfect for corporate retreats. Visit willowequine.com as you gallop to greatness.
Are you sick of running out of hot water? Whether it's in the middle of a shower or doing dishes, cold water's never fun. Say goodbye to those surprises with a Rinnai tankless water heater from GMV Energy. This energy-efficient propane-powered solution heats water instantly, so you'll never run out again. Plus, it saves money and frees up space. Propane models start at just $295 after rebates. Visit any G&V Energy location or gbenergy.com to learn more.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts.
The Southern Christmas Show, November 13th through 23rd at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Save on tickets at southernChristmasShow.com, courtesy of Kraft Body Scan.
The Southern Christmas Show.
Now is the right time to buy or sell your home. I'm Matt Madison with Madison & Company Realty. With high interest rates, low inventory, and a lot of people moving to our area, it makes people wonder. But we have the answers for you. Call us at Madison & Company Realty in Statesville to help you navigate the real estate market. 704-873-7700. Visit us online at MadisonandCompanyRealtyNC.com. Madison & Company Realty, we've got you covered.
The button pushing stops here.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. The company behind Corona and Modelo says its beer business is outperforming the industry. Alcohol giant Constellation Brands reported financial results that topped Wall Street expectations in the most recent quarter. Anheuser-Busch's Michelob Ultra has overtaken Modelo in sales by volume, according to Circana. However, Modelo still leads in dollar sales thanks to higher pricing. Checking on markets, stocks are showing some fatigue this morning after hitting yet another artificial intelligence-driven record high yesterday. Futures are holding steady with the government shutdown stretching into a second week. Dow and S&P futures are little changed. And the International Energy Agency slashed in half its renewable energy growth forecast in the U.S. by 2030. The IEA says it's due to some of the policy changes from the Trump administration, which includes the suspension of offshore wind leases and permit restrictions for solar and wind projects. Courtney Idaho, Bloomberg Radio.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here.
Back like mosquitoes and flip-flops. This is Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 7:34. Happy Tuesday to you. Always good to have a little laugh.
Yes.
Cain Center of the Arts, located in downtown Corntown. CainArts.org. That's CAIN Arts.org. Upcoming show, Jim Florentine. He's coming up Friday, October 10th. That's just around the corner. There's a couple of tickets still available if you want a shot. Jim joins us this morning via phone. Jim, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Appreciate your time. You won an Emmy before, man. That's pretty cool. Is it like on a shelf and like you stare at it or what?
You sleep with it
Yeah.
at night?
What do you do with the Emmy after you get it?
Well, when I was single, I used to leave it right on my nightstand. So that was like a clincher if I brought a girl home.
Solid.
You know what I mean? Like you see an Emmy. No, I have it on a shelf too, but people don't even believe it. Like that's real. That's plastic. They pick it up because it's pretty heavy, actually. But no, yeah, I was working on Inside the NFL on HBO back in like 2004, and I won for like best comedy segment. I won a sports Emmy for.
You did Crank Acres too. What came first, the voices or the puppets?
The voices. We made the calls. We did the prank calls, and then once it was a good call, then they recreated the calls with puppets. I didn't work that side of it. I just did the prank calls. I don't know how to work a puppet because all those puppeteers had to learn all the lines, the inflections, and everything. So they had hard work. I was just a jerk on making a prank call like I did when I was a child.
So you had practice. That's what I wondered. Did you have practice beforehand, basically?
Oh yeah, when I was always in trouble when I was younger, so I was always grounded. So I just stay in and just make prank calls. I didn't know it was going to lead to anything.
Should we expect like a prank call? It's like, do you still do it like for fun, just to stay sharp, like at all?
Yeah, I still do. Well, I mostly my stuff is telemarketers. When telemarketers call, incoming calls, I mess with them. I got 8 albums out of calls. I still do it to this day.
You've done a lot of live stuff too. What's been like your favorite? Would you say, like looking back on it all?
Well, the live stand up I love doing because it's just me up there, my own boss, just doing what I want. Basically saying what I want, dressing the way I want, and I love that freedom of doing that. And just you never know what happens in a live show. It could go either way. It could go any way. That's why you can't mail it in every time. Every show is different.
It's probably been different too, like each venue you're at, right? Because like I've never been to like Chicago. Are they funny up there in Chicago? Because it's got to be like the jokes might hit differently in each market. What's that been like?
I think it's pretty much the same. Some of the maybe the cities that are maybe more liberal or conservative, you might have the jokes might hit different. But other than that, I think with cable TV and everyone watching everything, I just went over to England. I never performed in England my whole career, and I was like, man, they're not going to get what I'm saying, all the stuff. And they go, we see all American TV. We know your accents and all your humor and stuff like that. And it went over great. So that doesn't usually happen too often.
You still do the podcast?
Yeah, I do a podcast. Everybody is Awful. Comes out every Monday. It's just me. I have fans that listen to the podcast and know stuff that I'll hate on social media, so they'll send it to me just so for material, basically.
What's it like writing these days with AI and stuff? It's got to be a wild time in like that writer space and producing space and all that. What are you seeing on the inside there?
I don't know. I just write my own material, like stuff that comes to me, as far as for stand up. So I don't use AI for that stuff. I've tried before, like I'll say, give me some roast jokes for Charlie Sheen, and then I'll read it. I'm like, these are kind of lame. These are some like my 15-year-old kid could write. They're very generic.
The show's upcoming this Friday at Cain. You've been through Corntown before? You ever been here?
No, I haven't been. No, I haven't. And I'm bringing Don Jameson with me, he won an Emmy with me too on the Inside the NFL. He was my co-host on that metal show that we did a few years back.
For sure. Definitely make sure you go by Saeed's while you're here, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Stop off and
Yeah.
see the locals and say hey to everybody
That's
if you catch
right.
a chance.
What's that?
Saeed's?
It's a former gas station that's now a nightclub, and
I think it's an Indian Mart too on the front side.
I think so, yeah. And so it's just where all the cool kids go out and hang out after 11 p.m.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm a little old. I don't know. I don't usually stay out after 11.
If you're a fan of karaoke, though, that's the place to be.
Okay. Yeah. That's always fun to watch drunk people, make jerks of themselves. I always like that.
What can people expect from the set this time, Jim? What's going on? What's the tour about? And can the kids come with?
Yeah, it's rated R, so I don't know. You don't want to bring the kids. But no, I just talk about, like, I'm a single dad, divorced, raising a 15-year-old son who's in high school. Talk a lot about that and some current events and stuff like that. I stay away from politics. I don't feel like dividing the room. I don't care about that stuff, so I leave that to other comics. So it'll be a good time, a little edgy, but fun.
What's it like working with other comedians, right? You mentioned Jameson, you're working with him, and he's kind of touring with you on this one. What's that like collaborating with other comedians?
We don't usually collaborate. Sometimes, like, I'll sit in the back of the room and I'll watch his show, and I said, "Hey, man, how about you try it this way? Say this line this way, or whatever." But we pretty much do our own routines, And and as me going on last, I never tell a comic, "Hey, you can't say that. Don't say that," because I want to say it. Like a lot of comics will do that. It's like I don't do that. I'm like, just go do your thing. I got to do my thing. You got to do your thing.
Like, even if they ask you for advice, you just say, "No, I'm not."
Oh, no, I will. I'll give them advice, absolutely. But as far as, because a lot of, like, bands will do that, too. They'll turn down the opening band sound so it doesn't sound as good. They'll only let them play a certain amount. They'll mess with them. I don't do that as a comic.
You got any good bits on the Panthers?
I'm a Dolphin fan. You guys just beat us out of nowhere.
Yeah.
There's the joke.
I couldn't believe it. I'm 17-0 at the end of the first quarter. I'm like, all right, this is all right, good. I go, because I don't see too much of the Panthers. I'm a big NFL fan, but I'm more of an AFC guy. So I don't even know too much about them. And I'm like, yeah, 17-0, this is great. And when you guys scored and make it 17-7, I'm like, all right, let them get a touchdown. No big deal. 2 hours later, they lose.
That's what we like to do.
Yeah.
For sure. Did you enjoy the TV stuff? Are you still doing any TV stuff these days?
No, I don't do any TV stuff. Yeah, I like doing it if there's opportunities. Absolutely.
Do you have a favorite comedian that you've worked with in the past? Because you've worked with a lot of different people.
Man, there's so many. Jim Norton me and him started doing comedy together. So we just recently did a tour. I like working with him. Adam Carolla, I do some shows with when I go out to California. And then I'm based out of New York City, so I'm working with guys all the time. That are going up and doing. Chris Rock's always there. Dave Chappelle is always popping in doing shows. Theo Vaughn was just in last week doing shows. So working with those guys, you don't get to see them that often. So it's fun.
And then when you were coming up and starting out, who were you inspired by? Like, who are some of your favorite comedians that you used to listen to?
Ray Romano was huge when I first started in New York City. Ray Romano, Louis C.K., Kevin James, those three guys were like and Dave Attell, those guys are the big guys, and they all went off to, do great things and stuff. So I would just sit in the back of the room and watch those guys because they were veterans already and really good comics.
You still a metalhead?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Big metal? I've never figured it out. I just get like a headache every time I feel like I try to get involved.
I just saw Judas Priest last week, probably the 30th time. Yeah, I just like going to shows. When they come around, and still listening to music and stuff. With heavy metal, if you like it as a kid, you might abandon it later in life, but you'll always come back to it. It just reminds you of your childhood. So I always tell kids, once you're a metalhead, you'll always be one.
Yeah.
Same T-shirt.
I was going to say, that's like me and Christian rock is what I came up on.
Yeah, right. You still listen to it. You still listen to the stuff. You remember where you first listened to the song, I was a big Striper fan. Were you in the Striper?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still like those guys. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So there you go. Now we got something in common.
Can a joke go too far, Jim?
Sure. Sometimes, and too soon. Sometimes after a tragedy or something like that, too soon to do it. Absolutely. And yeah, it can go too far, but sometimes you don't even know. And then you realize afterwards, yeah, that probably did go too far. When you're working it out on stage, you think, this isn't going to be. Then you realize, yeah, I probably went over the limit on that. You just never know. But definitely a too soon joke could definitely, that happens a lot with a tragedy and stuff.
What's like the cutoff, like a year, or like is there like a time?
It depends. I don't know. It depends.
Depends on how big the tragedy is, maybe. But yeah, wonder if there's a statute of limitations sometimes.
Even when 9/11 happened in New York, obviously no one touched it for like a month, but then after a few months, they weren't making fun of the tragedy, but making jokes about certain things that happened, and it started being okay. But if you did it, a week after, forget it. I think even Bill Maher got fired because he made a joke like 2 weeks after the tragedy. So you just never know with that stuff.
You don't know, but looking forward to the show, Jim. We appreciate the time this morning. Cain Center for the Arts, cainarts.org. You can get tickets. They are available this Friday night. Going to be a great show. Jim, thanks for stopping by. Don Jameson joining Jim as well. Safe travel, sir. Don't forget Saeed's. Tell him we said hey.
I will. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Just like summer romance, will vanish for a sec, then come back messy. What? More Good Morning Cain coming up on WSIC.
Fall is a season of ups and downs in the Carolinas. A little warm, a little on the humid side right now. On that, high temperatures in the upper 60s, near 70 to finish out the work week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. The 500 Club in Statesville is having their Members Couples Club Championship on Saturday. Visit the 500 Club online for more information on tee times, memberships, the Victory Lane Sports Bar and Grill, and golf lessons. Get ready to do the time warp again on Halloween night. WSIC Radio is bringing the Rocky Horror Picture Show to the Charles Mack Citizen Center in Mooresville. The movie will play at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium screen with a live shadowcast performing alongside the film. Standard and VIP experience tickets are on sale right now at WSICnews.com. The VIP experience begins at 6 p.m. with the showtime at 8. Sing along, dress up, and join the fun. This is a Halloween night you will not forget. WSIC presents the Rocky Horror Picture Show October 31st in Mooresville. The dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway is ready to take center stage this fall. The World Short Track Championships take place October 31st and November 1st, featuring the nation's best weekly dirt racers. And then get ready for the World of Outlaws World Finals, November 5th through the 8th. Sprint cars, late models, and big block modifieds take their final checkered flags of 2025 while their champions are crowned. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, schedules, and camping information.
The Renaissance Festival is back Saturdays and Sundays now through November 23rd. Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com. While supplies last, don't miss the Renaissance Festival. Huzzah!
Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Warning, no lifeguard on duty. We're back with more Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Out in Statesville, you know the place to go. Drumline Sketch Supply, where gardens grow. From Mooresville to Cornelia, Secret to Taylorsville, they bring the dream to life, they always will. In every town, they got your back. From Marksville to Trumpet's more than that. Experience hands, they make your tree complete. From Landscape Supply, your garden suite.
Good morning, LKN. Happy Tuesday to you. Being joined this morning by Jason Drum of Drum Landscape Supply. DrumLandscapeSupply.com, your one-stop local landscape shop. Looking forward to chatting with Jason about Seed Day today. Because Friday, it went down. I was able to put out the seed and I aerated.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm waiting my week, though.
You're waiting your week for the fertilizer?
Waiting my week for the fertilizer to be able to put it out, because Jason said that's the perfect amount of time for the pH. Not that you can't put it in same day.
Yes, but it's better to wait the week, and then the lime too. So got the lime pellets. So,
Oh yeah, ready to rock. Jason, I think I'm ready to go for this upcoming
season
here. Sorry, I played a little tag here. Jason,
okay.
hop back in here. And over 1.7 trillion offerings going on at Drum Landscape Supply, and that includes quite a bit of options in the mulch world and the rock world. Doesn't count every seed pellet, every seedling.
No. Then we're in
the entire market.
Gazillions, I guess, is whatever comes after trillion.
We'd be way farther.
Yeah.
But the weather's been just absolutely perfect outside. Sun has been shining. Made sure to water too the grass after I did the seed. At least I waited till the next day. I didn't know if I was supposed to wait a whole day or not.
Oh wait, you waited a day to water?
I just waited one day. It just was like I didn't want to instantly water.
Oh,
because I didn't want.
So we instantly watered,
and that's fine.
We'll find out who did the right
I'm
thing.
assuming that's okay.
We overwatered. We overseeded, overwatered.
Got all of it.
Make
going.
sure those seeds are doing what those seeds are doing what they're supposed to do. Yeah, so we're having a little bit of technical difficulty here with Jason Drum, but we can see him, we just can't hear him. We could do a little mime episode, but it'd be hard for our radio listeners to hear right now. Try to get him on the phone. Call us.
Absolutely. He can just hang out on the video here. We'll just talk about it. He can't hear us, though. He can't hear us at all. So, no, but that's okay. We'll connect back with Jason here shortly, and we'll have him call in. And we can chat with him then on the phone, and looking forward to it as well.
Yeah.
So we'll get him on the phone rather than the video day. Usually we get the kind of backdrop landscape of his yard.
Oh gosh, his yard is
nice.
gorgeous too. It looks
still
like
looking.
It's so bright and pretty back there, and it looks like he's living at the Biltmore Estate or something like that. It's so nice.
And I did ask him if you can over lime. He said, theoretically, yes, you can over lime.
Yeah.
So you want to be careful on that too.
Well, that's when you go and get that pH test from your county.
That's right.
And that's how you can find out your soil quality and if you need more lime or less lime or extra lime or I don't know.
Before I
other
met
things.
Jason, I didn't know that they would do that for free for you at the county level too.
You learn all
bring
kind
your
of things
soil
here
and-
on Good Morning LKN.
You do learn quite a bit. It is tree and shrub planting season. If you're looking for quite the offering there at the nursery, Jason Drum and Drum Landscape Supply is the spot you want to be at. Again, because all the different offerings. And they get the annuals, they get the perennials, and it's fresh.
Mhm.
You know, Jason inspects all of this stuff when the trucks arrive. And because he wants the quality, and that's what he really wants. So.
All right, we got him with us now.
Jason Drum Landscape Supply. How you doing, sir?
Oh, pretty good. Except I think I was hooked to a mystery Bluetooth device.
Yeah, because we could hear you, so that was the funny part too. So we could hear you, and like when you were a great mime, though. I will say that if you need any help.
There we go.
I think we're back there on the video. Absolutely. Happy Tuesday to you. Look at that. I can't wait for my lawn to start
so bright.
glowing like this right here. That's pretty good.
That's what fertilizer will do. Yeah.
There you go. I seeded on Friday, so he said about a week. So I'm going to wait about a week to do the fertilizer. I'm just going to throw it out there and just kind of leave it. Hopefully the birds don't eat it. Is that the appropriate method of just kind of throw it out in the lawn and let it do its thing?
Well, maybe not by hand, but a spreader will do a lot better job getting it evenly put out there. But yeah, I mean, once you get your lawn aerated, you have those open plugs or open holes in the lawn, and then you have the plugs laying there. And as the water gets on it, it will melt over the seed in a way, and it'll germinate. And you'll see it germinate quickest inside the plug holes. Whatever seed falls in there will germinate the fastest, just because of the consistent moisture and temperatures. And then a few days later, you'll see the seed on the ground germinating. So with the temperatures we're having right now, about 10 days or so is what you should see if you're putting water on your newly seeded lawn.
And so Mamie said that she put water on right away. I waited 24 hours. Is anybody right or wrong in that equation, just out of curiosity?
I think you're both good there.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Safe.
going to go with Mamie, though.
All right,
Go
thank
ahead
you.
and water
Mamie's
it in.
wrong? She's wrong? Or no?
We overwatered too. We're like, these seeds are gonna get germinated quick. Watered for
Well,
like
good, yeah.
2 hours. I think we kept the sprinklers on, so we really did water them down.
Looking
Well,
forward
watering one, good time to get it soaked in after you seed is great, but then you can reduce it down until it germinates. So really the idea now is just to keep some moisture on it. I mean, you don't want to be out there, trouncing around in some sloppy ground or anything, but just having that moisture on the seed will make it germinate faster. And then you cut down the watering from every day to about every third day, but you really increase the amount of time like you're doing. And what that'll do is that'll make those roots reach downward into the soil, and that'll give you your best lawn for next year.
Now, do I need to worry about when I put the seed out? I've seen people put like hay over top of it. Do I need to worry about like that? Because we got a lot of critters in our neighborhood, squirrels and bunnies and stuff. Are they going to come and eat it all up?
Probably not the squirrels and bunnies, but birds might. So what the straw does is that it does two things. It insulates the seed, which just gives it a more consistent temperature, but it also helps to protect it from birds. So if you're, so you're going to have weeds that come in with wheat straw. It's inevitable. So if you don't have to, if you can water it, it's fine to not put it on there. That'll be fine. If you don't have a means to water your lawn, then you probably would want to put some straw over those bare areas just to help hold in any moisture it does get and to keep the birds away from it.
It's not just seed season. It's also one of the best times of the year to plant shrubs, trees, everything else. You inspect all this stuff. Your team does. You really care about quality. Yeah. How do you feel overall about like the season? Because you get the plants from elsewhere. Do you think everything's looking good this season from where it's coming from, or kind of give us your assessment on that?
Yeah. So it is definitely a good fall. So what the nurseries, the wholesale growers will do is they will time out their crops to be ready for spring or fall. And this fall we're seeing some really nice stuff. They had a pretty good growing season. They control their own water, so it didn't matter if it was raining or not. But we did have some warm temperatures, and that's what really helps for local growers to be able to grow plants. Because if you have a lot of cloudy days and not a lot of heat in the summer, a lot of those plants just won't grow well. But we're seeing some really nice stuff coming in. We've got a shipment of flowers like fall flowers, pansies, snapdragons, some perennials, and grasses coming in this morning. And then next week we'll have our big Oregon shipment coming in. Where we'll have all kinds of unique things, a lot of conifers, some Japanese maples, just a lot of great looking stuff coming in.
What's some of your favorite stuff that you're excited about for fall and in the next season with this new batch you got going on?
Yeah. So like I was mentioning there, the conifers are my favorite. So we'll have a lot of really nice blue spruces, which can be a little tricky in the lake area if you're up towards Statesville, especially Hickory, Taylorsville. There's definitely no problem growing that. You can grow blue spruces all the way down to Charlotte. You just got to take a little bit more care for them. But things like that, the weeping Norway spruce, and then we get these boxwood topiaries in. They'll be shaped like cones, and then some spirals, and then what you call pom-poms, where it has like you might call it a cloud topiary. But those are some of my favorite things. We sell a lot of those cones. They're great to put at your entryway, kind of have something there just as a marker. For your doorway. And also you put Christmas lights on them in the wintertime, or at least we do here at my house. So, this is my favorite time of year, and I love seeing all the plants roll off the truck.
I feel like there's a lot of like very typical Southern plants for the spring and the summer. Are there any, other than what you mentioned, any that are like very typical outside the mums? Like, is there anything else that I should know as a Southern woman, like what plants I need to be having in my yard?
Yeah, so one of the most popular plants for this time of year, let's see if I can locate it in my yard. You can't really get a good idea of what they look like, but beautyberry is one that is really nice, that really shows its best colors in the fall. So beautyberry is an arching deciduous shrub. It has little pink flowers all the way down the stems, and then this time of year, those pink flowers turn into these bright purple berries. We've got the American variety, which gets 8 to 10 feet tall, so it's a little bit bigger. but it's just outstanding when you let it grow. And it actually has some medicinal properties to it. It's good for wildlife. And then also we have the Asian versions, which are a little bit smaller, which I have in my garden. They get more like 4 to 5 feet, also with the bright purple violet berries on them. So those are really neat. It's something that not everybody knows about, and it's a great fall plant.
Looking at the yard, it looks great because part of it, too, isn't just the wonderful trees and shrubs that have been planted. It's not just about the seed and the fertilizer and the lime that's made your lawn so green. It's also about the mulch beds there, too. And those have utility, right? That's part of like that moisture barrier. So it's not just the look, but it helps kind of preserve the plant throughout the whole year. Is that right?
Yeah, it does. Mulch does a lot of things. So it's great for the plant roots. It regulates the temperatures so they don't have such extreme highs and lows. It also helps to conserve moisture. And then like right here, this is on a slope. So what that mulch is doing, even without plants there, is it's holding that soil in place. So a lot of times you'll have a big slope and, you don't want to put grass on it because you don't want to mow it. But I've seen some almost 45-degree slopes, or what you call 1-to-1. When you put a good layer of hardwood mulch like our red oak or shredded hardwood on it, it'll keep it in place without any other additional plants or anything. So mulch has a lot of great properties. It's also a byproduct of the timber industry, so it's great to use up all the parts of that tree. And it's just a neat, a nice addition, especially when you get into the fall and winter. Great time to put it out, not only for your plants, but it just helps to spruce things up around your house and make it look nice throughout the holidays.
When you're wanting to make your lawn and garden look great, you want a professional. You want somebody who knows. Jason Drum Landscape Supply, your local one-stop landscape shop. Jason, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Lawn looks absolutely beautiful. Grateful for mine. I'm waiting for that germination. I check it every day. I get home. I say, where you at, little seedlings? Where you at? I'm going to find them soon.
Go talk to them.
That's right.
Go talk to them. They might come up.
Encourage them. Yeah, encourage them to come up. It's nice out here, guys. I promise.
That's right. Jason Drum. Looking forward to chatting with you on Friday, sir. Have a good week.
All right. See y'all then. Thank you.
Bye.
You drive on down to Drums and Statesville town. Got your truck bed empty, but fill it up now. Rock, smokes, and soul for your green spot. Call them up. They deliver on the dot. From Mooresville to Taylorsville, they got your back. Turn yards into wonderlands. That's the fact. Expert hands and friendly smiles. Your landscape supply goes miles and miles.
They're important jobs. Eventually, they're going to get paid. But we got to be honest, they're humans, and they're under pressure.
There are almost 500 flight delays so far this morning after almost 6,000 yesterday, in part because of those controller sickouts. The Trump administration is going to appeal the federal judge's ruling blocking the president from deploying National Guard troops to Portland, Oregon, where protests have raged on against immigration raids. Fox's Mark Meredith is at the White House.
It's unclear how long the appeals process may stretch on for and how the higher courts may rule. The confusion certainly has the president looking at other options. He told reporters on Monday he may invoke the Insurrection Act at some point and deploy the military.
If people were being killed and courts were holding us up, or governors or mayors were holding us up, sure, I'd do that.
Democrats in Illinois have also filed suit to block troops from being sent there, but Texas Governor Greg Abbott, a Republican, is deploying his guard to back up the Trump administration. They handed out the Nobel Prize for Physics this morning, shared by 3 scientists in the U.S. for their work in what's called quantum tunneling that's helped develop digital technology. Friday, we'll find out who gets the Nobel Peace Prize. America's listening to Fox News.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Well, the attempt to stop the war in Gaza continues in Egypt with indirect negotiations between Israel and Hamas. Russia's war in Ukraine rages with talks seemingly stalled, and Ukraine's leader is upset about what they've found in some of Russia's attack drones.
4 people, including a 15-year-old girl, died during the drone and missile strike on Lviv in western Ukraine on Sunday. President Volodymyr Zelensky posting on X that the drones contained British-made microcomputers and other parts from allies, including the United States. President Zelensky wants more effective sanctions to prevent products reaching Russia's military supply chain. Russia is now the most sanctioned nation in the world, but Ukraine's leader says schemes are being used to get around those restrictions. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
Attorney General Pam Bondi will testify at the Senate starting next hour, and one issue Republicans will likely ask about. New information from the FBI that in the investigation into the January 6th Capitol riot 2021, Special Counsel Jack Smith's team tracked phone calls some GOP senators made, including what numbers they called and the locations of those answering. Senator Tommy Tuberville was among the 9 tracked and tells Fox Business.
Obviously, I figured we would be somehow breached by China or North Korea, but not by your own government.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising slightly the day after the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 closed at record highs. In the baseball playoffs,
Ohtani hits it sharply through for a base hit. This is going to bring in another run.
And that ended up the game-winning hit for the Dodgers. The defending World Series champs beats the Phillies in Philadelphia 4-3. Los Angeles takes a 2-0 series lead. Milwaukee topped Chicago 7-3, so the Brewers also lead the Cubs 2-0. On Monday Night Football, the Chiefs lost. The Jacksonville Jaguars scored a last-minute touchdown to beat Kansas City 31-28. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
You know, fall is a season of ups and downs in the Carolinas. A little warm, a little on the humid side right now. Partly cloudy, low 80s for our Tuesday afternoon. Overnight, though, we fall off only into the mid-60s. A cold front on the way tomorrow brings some rain off and on for our Wednesday. And then a big-time cool down on the way. High temperatures in the upper 60s, near 70 to finish out the work week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
This Panther Update is brought to you by UNC Charlotte.
Say Uncle Rico. I'm Anish Shroff with this Panthers Update.
Charlotte's momentum has a name. UNC Charlotte, 32,000 students strong, ranked among the nation's top 75 public universities, recognized at the highest level for research, unmatched access to Fortune 500 companies, built for a top-tier city. This isn't typical higher ed. The difference is scale. The difference is momentum. The difference is Charlotte, UNC Charlotte.
It was more than just next man up. With Chuba out, Panthers backup running back Rico Dowdle assumed the mantle of Hercules. Dowdle destroyed the Dolphins' defense on Sunday to the tune of high 206 rushing yards.
Those guys up front just giving me space to get to that second level, and that's what it's been about, just getting to execution. These first couple games we weren't able to execute right, but we knew coming into this week that we would be able to run the ball on them, and that's one of the things we harped on, fixing the run game and balancing the game out, and it came to fruition today, and we was able to get the job.
Dowdle tied Jonathan Stewart's franchise record for the second most rushing yards in a single game, and head coach Canales left awestruck.
It's one of the best rush performances that I've been around, that I've seen. From an effort standpoint, violence with the ball, running through arm tackles, the discipline of how to hit the runs. His whole attitude and everything was there. He was there to win, and he really just elevated the whole group.
It was all part of a Panthers offense that rolled up more than 400 total yards and a come-from-behind victory. I'm Anish Shroff on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
This Panther Update has been brought to you by UNC Charlotte, ranked among the nation's top 75 public universities. The difference is Charlotte, UNC Charlotte.
Hey folks, you know Randy Marion is the king of price when it comes to buying a new vehicle or a pre-owned vehicle, but how about king of price when it comes to the service department? Randy Marion Chevrolet in Statesville, Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville has you covered on tires, brakes, batteries, wipers, you name it. Any service you need on your vehicle, regardless of the make or model, come see Randy Marion Chevrolet in Statesville. Statesville Service Department or Randy Marion Ford Lincoln Service Department today.
6 Service Department. 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 6 Service De
Back like mosquitoes and flip-flops. This is Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:08. Happy Tuesday to you. Thanks again to Jason Drum Landscape Supply for stopping by. It is seed season. If you're needing seed for your lawn, go by Drum Landscape Supply, your local one-stop landscape shop. Used it for years. I can stand by it. It's 99.9% pure.
Yeah.
Compare that to any of the bags at the big box stores. Nothing wrong with it. Tep's making a proposal in Charlotte. Bruno put this one out.
I did see this.
I saw this yesterday. A 4,400 seat indoor venue adjacent to Bank of America Stadium. No public funding is being sought. And Charlotte City Council, I believe, is looking to talk about it. Yesterday, I think they talked about it.
Yeah, yesterday would have been town board meetings.
So the comparison is with the other venues in Charlotte. And I guess this kind of space of 4,400.
Seems small, right?
Small compared to Bank of America.
Right.
But in comparison.
Compared to like a Spectrum or something, though?
So Fillmore, 1,800. Ovens Auditorium, 2,500.
Okay.
Bojangles, 8,500. So I get, in the event space right there, I'm sure there's, data on which tier size space you want to go for that brings in particular types of acts. Decently, 5,000 people I don't think is nothing to snuff at as far as if you're, on Graham
They're saying
Street.
the Skylar Credit Union, the amphitheater that's at the North Carolina Music Factory, that's about 5,000 is the capacity.
So it's about that, but an indoor version.
Indoor version, yeah, with seats and stuff. So that might be, and it's just for concerts, right?
Not sure.
Concerts
It just
and
says
events.
a venue. So
not for sports though.
Homeschool graduations.
Ooh.
Oh, that'd be great for graduation. Yeah, because we had to go to Bojangles.
What's wrong with Bojangles? I like going to Bojangles. I go to Bojangles every Wednesday when there's a buffet.
Nothing wrong with Bojangles. And Bojangles Coliseum.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Where did y'all have your high school graduation? Where did y'all have yours?
Was it Spectrum?
Oh, yeah, it was Spectrum.
Oh,
It was Time
Spectrum.
Warner back then. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, but we had like 1,500 kids in our graduating class.
1,800.
1,800, excuse me.
I mean, my
biggest
high
number
school graduation,
anyone
we
had
just
seen.
did it. Yeah, we did it in the school auditorium. We only had 130. So no problem. No problem.
You put 1,800 seniors in from our school in one room?
Yeah.
Not good.
Not good. But for Katie's, I had to go to Bojangles for her graduation.
So no dollars being sought to obviously leads this one toward a shoe-in. Is that if Tep wants it, Tep gets it?
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. Yeah.
5,500 or 4,400 seat indoor venue right there at Bank of America Stadium.
Where though?
So there's tents currently set up. It's on the Graham Street side. I'm trying to think of a better way to describe that. Bill, what do you think? East? No, wait, north side. It's the north side.
Okay.
Does that help you at all? Or
No,
is that,
no, just next to it.
No, it's like the so not the main entrance over by
Yeah, I
Moorhead
go on the main
Street.
entrance at Moorhead
Yeah,
Street, and I
it's not
couldn't tell
Moorhead
you anything
Street.
else.
Yeah, it's on the other side, Graham
Other
Street.
side.
Other side.
Other
Yeah,
side.
so
Okay.
the Graham
Cool.
Street entrance down the hill, closer to the Knights Stadium side,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yes. Gotcha.
Yeah. Where my friends hang out at.
Yeah.
That hang,
You go past the park.
a little too low to the
You
ground.
go past the Romeo Bearden Park.
You won't
that
go.
way?
You won't go past it because it's attached to the stadium.
Okay.
But it is on that side.
On
of
that
the
side.
stadium.
So you could imagine, because you got to remember too, the exterior enhancements that I think there already is funding for. Did that pass? I can't remember
think
if
it
that
did.
passed.
I think it did.
That Charlotte is given a bunch of money for.
Right.
And this then attaching to the stadium. So you got to imagine the game day experience with this add-on will change,
Now,
especially for Charlotte FC.
Do you think they'll sell tickets to watch the game from that venue?
I don't think they have to because they can't fill the whole stadium right now. So I don't
They'll
think
sell
that's
cheaper
like,
tickets?
Is that like for like the little kid section? Like, is that where you're going to
I
go?
don't know. I don't know. That's
And
where
it's
you
just an event venue. I don't know if it's like, Cain Center is like set seats. I don't know if this is set seats. Or are we talking about like this is movable flex space more style? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
you could have.
I would imagine it'd be a very versatile space.
You would imagine, yeah, for sure, that they would want to have it multi-purpose. I think is the
Right.
term.
Maybe like a big old darts tournament.
Ooh,
cornhole tournament.
That one's free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Darts is big.
Darts is huge.
Darts getting Penny Lane has a darts league now.
Okay.
You into darts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
like
you're gonna have
think
to
I
join
am.
now.
I'm not saying I'm that good, but I like
Penny
darts.
Lane, new-ish place here in Cornelius. Yeah, they have a darts league now.
Yeah,
so.
they know who I am.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
They've
they're
heard me
familiar
sing.
with you.
They've heard me sing.
Nice.
That's where they do have karaoke.
They do have
so,
karaoke there.
yeah.
Yes, they remind me every week. They send me a message to let me know that it is karaoke night. I have not
Tonight?
they just every week when it is karaoke, Penny Lane sends me a message to remind me that it is. I just have not been. I haven't let them hear my voice yet. But yeah, this would you go? Would you go if there was a? I mean, I'm thinking.
I
more
definitely would want to check this
concerts.
out. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, stand-up comedians. I mean, a bunch of people.
There's all kinds of people that would come to this type of thing.
Would you
Again,
do
44
this
seats.
over? I mean, obviously we don't know what it's going to look like, but this over Spectrum because I won't go see a show at Spectrum anymore.
Ooh.
I won't. I
Is
feel
it
like
the indoor vibe.
it's the way that the seats are.
Right.
Feel like you're gonna fall off a
I
cliff?
feel like I'm falling off a cliff. I can't do it. I can't sit there anymore.
I have noticed that at Spectrum before, but I didn't say anything.
Yeah. So as long as they're not making these seats cliff-like, where they're like angled down, where you feel like you have to have a harness to hold yourself into the chair.
And when in need, I'm just glad Mamie's willing to tell the truth like that. That's good.
I can't stand up and enjoy the concert. I'm too busy gripping the arm of my seat.
Saying things nobody else is willing to. One of the most beloved venues.
Spectrum Center.
You gotta hike your
All
feet
North
up on the chair in front of you.
Yeah, you do.
A weak shin.
I gotta lock in. I have to fall out of this chair.
Everybody's enjoying the concert. They're like, we're falling.
Fireworks? Yes, please. The real sparks fly when we're back. Stick around. Good Morning LKN returns on WSIC. Local starts here.
But, fall is a season of ups and downs in the Carolinas. A little warm, a little on the humid side right now. Partly cloudy, low 80s for our Tuesday afternoon. Overnight, though, we fall off only into the mid-60s. A cold front on the way tomorrow brings some rain off and on for our Wednesday. And then a big-time cool down on the way. High temperatures in the upper 60s, near 70 to finish out the work week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Dreaming of a new home or a better rate? At O'Brien Home Loans, our team of independent brokers find tailored solutions that truly fit your life. Proudly serving North Carolina with honest advice and local heart. Visit O'BrienHomeLoans.com today for a free quote.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. The 500 Club in Statesville is having their Members Couples Club Championship on Saturday. Visit the 500 Club online for more information on tee times, memberships, the Victory Lane Sports Bar and Grill, and golf lessons. Get ready to do the time warp again on Halloween night. WSIC Radio is bringing the Rocky Horror Picture Show to the Charles Mack Citizen Center in Mooresville. The movie will play at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium screen with a live shadowcast performing alongside the film. Standard and VIP experience tickets are on sale right now at WSICnews.com. The VIP experience begins at 6 p.m. with the showtime at 8. Sing along, dress up, and join the fun. This is a Halloween night you will not forget. WSIC presents the Rocky Horror Picture Show October 31st in Mooresville. The dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway is ready to take center stage this fall. The World Short Track Championships take place October 31st and November 1st, featuring the nation's best weekly dirt racers. And then get ready for the World of Outlaws World Finals, November 5th through the 8th. Sprint cars, late models, and big block modifieds take their final checkered flags of 2025 while their champions are crowned. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, schedules, and camping information.
The Renaissance Festival is back! Saturdays and Sundays now through November 23rd. There's music, comedy, circus entertainments. Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com while supplies last. Huzzah!
Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Good Morning LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:18. Happy Tuesday to you. Let's get a look and see what's going on outside this one, because getting close to 9 o'clock usually means somebody's going to need a note.
That's right.
RideICATS.com. Alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with David. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Things are looking looking pretty good right now. You get your your moderate to heavy traffic in certain areas. I will say this: I did witness some road rage out here today. I know you preach about putting your patient pants on.
Yeah.
It looked like the Malachi brothers out here for a second. If they're for your listeners, if they don't know who the Malachi brothers are, Google it. We're taking a test tomorrow.
I'm going to write this
Yeah,
one
I'm
down.
going to be looking it up. I know.
I'm going to look it up for my friends that don't know it.
The Malachi brothers. Okay.
Do y'all know it?
No, I don't know the Malachi brothers.
Mamie doesn't know it.
Mm-mm.
All right, here's a hint. I'll give you a clue. Happy Days.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Go from there.
Yep.
We'll take a test tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Well, appreciate that sound advice there
everything
on
is
multiple
looking
levels.
Pretty good out here. Yeah.
Everybody's looking pretty good. Okay, acting right, trying to at least.
Hey, here again, I think we need to get the stickers out. Somebody's going to get some stickers on their chart today.
Okay,
Except
so
those two that were acting crazy driving. Yeah.
yeah. All right, we're going to get those gold stars out for everybody.
You don't sometimes, David, just want to go a little fast and furious on people. You know, when they drive up with their race cars and they try to zip on past you, don't you just get a little thrill and excitement just to get a little going, a little pep in the step?
Yeah, you know, I really want to, but these 7 cameras and on my bus say no.
That's why we like ICATS right there.
That's right.
Thanks, David. We so appreciate you. Look
Yes.
forward to chatting tomorrow, sir.
Yes, sir. Y'all take care. God bless. Have a great day.
You as well. Take care.
Bye. Bye-bye.
RideICATS.com. Alternative transportation, $1 each day to run errands around Iredell County. $1 on Tuesday. That's today. You can go to the VA in Salisbury. Thursday, you can go to Winston-Salem. Friday, you can go to Hickory. Again, only $1 from your front door. You've just got to schedule it. RideICATS.com. Plenty of things to check the schedule against in the town of Mooresville. Quite a few events coming up. None other than Christine Patterson, the one who knows, because she's the Director of Experience and Engagement for the town of Mooresville. And she's also host of I Heart Mooresville, which airs every Tuesday from 11 to noon. Christine, good morning to you.
Good morning. I'm loving the intro.
That's right. Bill's bringing in real hype now. Go ahead and make that big announcement, because Bill just set the thing up like you're going to make some massive.
Yeah, what's the big announcement for today?
Christine?
We know there's
What you
always
doing?
something. You're building chairs, you're taking down trees, you're growing things. I don't know what you're doing today.
The big announcement is it's going to be a great day for everyone.
Let's go.
Love
There you go.
It is, because we just looked up. There's only like 8 tickets left. You released 100 extra tickets to the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame induction ceremony. There's literally only like 8 tickets left of this thing.
Yeah. Well, we actually released, it was like 260 something, but yeah, and there's like 8 left. I knew they were going to go fast.
Yeah, they went real fast.
Yeah. Everybody wants to come see the amazing lineup of inductees at the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame on October 16th, which is a Thursday at the Mooresville Performing Arts Center. It is the chance to see Luke Combs perform in Mooresville. Like, how many chances do you have for that?
Yeah, one. You have one chance to see it.
Right.
That's coming up.
Senator-
Oops, go ahead, Christine.
No, you got it.
It's coming up. It's next week, right?
Next week, yeah. Next Thursday.
I know. I can't believe how fast the time went. I mean, we had Vance Fruit and Barbecue and Mooresville Motorsports Celebration, and then bam, this is here. I can't believe it's fall. It's all happening so fast. We have been working logistics out with the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame, and you know, it takes a lot of a big security plan, let's say, to bring in a national, recording artist like Luke Combs. So lots of details we're planning, but we're super excited to bring them in. It really is going to be a great event.
You know, Christina, sorry, I have to give a shout out to you, though, for Mooresville Motorsports. I don't want to glaze over that one, because that was last week, and that was a fantastic event. You and your team did an amazing job with that. The organization, the ceremony, the revealing of the stars and everything. It was just a really fun event and just a really cool thing that we're able to do here locally. And I think that's what's so cool about what you guys do, right? We're not having to go to Charlotte or another town to do these. It's just right here in our own backyard.
Yeah, no, and thank you. Thank you. We love hearing great feedback. I think that, we have a really just well-rounded and diverse lineup of events that kind of appeal to everyone. And, motorsports, of course, is huge in Mooresville. We're Race City, USA. And so you kind of have to get that right? Because if we don't, then, we're Race City. So that's one we definitely have to do right. But everybody works really hard on that event in the museum. The North Carolina Auto Racing Hall of Fame is such a great organization. And that whole thing, too, is, it's a fundraiser for children. And so they used to work with SCAN, Stop Child Abuse Now, and there's several other organizations. I think Pharaoh's Parenting, of course, now is what it's called. But so it's not just, this great opportunity, but also a great cause.
You wear a lot of hats, Christine. We get to see that each and every week, and a lot of big events that have come through. Multiple platinum recording artists this year. You've had platinum recording artists in the past. When you get to like this, last week before an event, kind of where's your headspace usually at? I imagine you're a pretty well organized person, so I imagine everybody's doing what they should be doing. But what's churning under the water? This little duck feed of yours. What's going on as you get this last week of the event?
Yeah, I think for our team, it's really important to look at, we've got all of these elements in place, and then we kind of like to put ourselves in the customer, the resident, whoever's attendees experience, and we kind of do a walkthrough and say, okay, what is this going to look like? What is this all, is this all going to come together? Are there pieces that we're missing, just to make sure that we've covered all our bases? Everything that experience from parking to, is there enough signage when I arrive to direct people in the right location? Are they going to have a smooth check-in or registration process to scan their ticket and, get in to leaving? Do I have enough space? Is egress okay? And the Mooresville, Police Department and the Mooresville Fire and Rescue are so instrumental in that process, too, for us to make sure that, we're safe and that the exits are not blocked. And, it really is, I don't know that people understand the detail, the level of care that really goes into planning these experiences. But that's kind of what we do that last week, making sure we've covered all our bases.
And there's quite a few events going on. So you got some that are at the beginning stages. You're probably looking at 2026, 2027 right now. But I don't want to shy away from, you've even got some coming up in the next few days. I've not been to, but the Working Fingers Craft Show, this says 49th annual at the Charles Mack Citizen Center. What's going on with this one?
Yeah, so I love this event. It was one that I inherited. It started well before me, as you mentioned, 49 years. Next year we'll have to blow it out for our 50th. But this event started it was actually, I believe, at the War Memorial originally, and it started as a small group of crafters that just wanted to sell their handmade items, and it has grown to where we're getting thousands of people now that come to this. There's over 100 vendors that are set up at the Charles Mack. The entire, every nook and cranny of that building that the fire department will let us safely have is filled with things to buy, and it's conveniently timed in November because this is a great opportunity to do some Christmas shopping and get some handmade gifts and something that you're not going to see everywhere else. So it's so much fun.
Two things that if you've been in Mooresville for long enough, you know that Mooresville loves. One is racing. Two are veterans and loving on the veterans in the community. You got a whole week kind of dedicated for the veterans this year, November 3rd through the 11th. Walk us through what kind of some of these Mooresville veteran celebrations are going to be.
Yeah, so you said it, we celebrate all week in Mooresville. It's not just a day. I will say that our organizations like Richard's Coffee Shop, Welcome Home Veterans, they do such a fabulous job all year recognizing veterans, so it's really easy to kind of make this a week. But we always kick off on Monday with a POW MIA walk, and so we'll walk from Richard's Coffee Shop down to Town Hall, and we'll lay the wreath to honor, those that were missing in action or prisoners of war. So that's kind of how it starts. And then all week you have opportunities. There's, blood drives, there's lunches. We really, pamper the veterans that week. So they're going to probably have free food all week. They're going to get fed at one lunch or another. And then, of course, the actual Veterans Day Parade on November 11th, which has grown so much over the past few years. and is really, really cool opportunity to see the community come out, and businesses can get involved, decorate your company truck and come out support veterans. And we are still taking applications for that parade.
An entire week to be able to celebrate different events that you can be a part of. You can check out mooresvilleevents.com. Crazy, we're in Q4, Christine. Christmas is afoot.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas holiday parade, a classic Christmas. I see the dates here. So December 12th, it's going down in downtown Mooresville.
That's right. That is probably one of my favorite events. I think I said that about all of them, though. We love Christmas in experience and engagement, so we can really show our skills at Christmas. We have from 5 to 9 p.m., we really just take over downtown, Liberty Park, Main Street, Broad Street, all of it. And there are Christmas activities, Hallmark, it really is a Hallmark feel. You'll have a Christmas market on Main Street, so you get another opportunity to stop. If you don't get what you need at Working Fingers, you come back on the 12th and visit. There'll be over 30 vendors on the street. We also have horse and wagon rides and a carousel and ice skating and tons of activities for kids. And, we also can guarantee that it's going to snow on Main Street.
Only Christine Patterson.
Only Christine Patterson. You also made it stop raining on Tuesday in time for the Mooresville Motorsport celebration, too. So there's nothing that you can't do.
Yes. So there will be snow, and it will be beautiful and may taste a little like soap.
There you go. Christine Patterson. She's the Director of Experience and Engagement, also host of iHeart Mooresville every Tuesday from 11 to noon. Christine, we so appreciate you. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Just like summer romance, will vanish for a sec, then come back messy.
What?
More Good Morning LKN coming up on WSIC.
Fall is a season of ups and downs in the Carolinas. A little warm, a little on the humid side right now. Partly cloudy, low 80s for our Tuesday afternoon. Overnight, though, we fall off only into the mid-60s. A cold front on the way tomorrow brings some rain off and on for our Wednesday. And then a big-time cool down on the way. High temperatures in the upper 60s, near 70 to finish out the work week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Lowry Drug is a source for excellent pharmacy services. We have served the Statesville community since 1959. We have attentive customer service, a state-of-the-art compounding laboratory, and the Dispill medication packaging system that takes the work out of medication management for those using medication planners. We do it for you. Come see us at Lowry Drug in Statesville. Call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts. The Southern Christmas Show, November 13th through 23rd at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Save on tickets at southernchristmasshow.com, courtesy of Kraft Body Scan. The Southern Christmas Show.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Yeehaw for rodeo season at Harrison's, the home of work, western, and wow. Whether you compete or cheer from the stands, Harrison has the looks to help you wow the crowd. Get western classics and the latest styles from Harriet, Cinch, Rock and Roll Denim, and Wrangler. Find us in Mooresville.
Jay White here from Central Liner Realty. At Central Liner Realty, we believe it's all about you. If you're selling a home, buying a home, or adding doors to your rental portfolio, put the team at Central Liner Realty to work for you. Go to centrallinerrealty.com and let's get started.
Busy? Tired? Not into big gyms? Try 20 minutes twice a week at The Exercise Coach. Private, tech-driven workouts tailored for you. Across from Birkdale Village, serving the 50-plus community for over 5 years. Sign up for 2 free sessions at exercisecoach.com/Huntersville today.
Need a ride? ICATS has you covered. Tuesdays to the VA in Salisbury, Thursday to Winston-Salem, and Fridays to Hickory. Plus, run errands every day around Iredell County for just $1. Visit rideicats.com.
Cain Center for the Arts. We're more than a venue. We're the heart of creativity in the Lake Norman region.
bringing exceptional visual arts, performing arts, and unforgettable gallery experiences to our community. Discover the difference. CainArts.org.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. OpenAI is making it easier for folks to use outside apps within ChatGPT. Users can now connect with a number of third-party services while using the chatbot. OpenAI calls the feature Talking to Apps, and Spotify, Zillow, Expedia, and Booking.com are available. OpenAI now has more than 800 million weekly ChatGPT users. Turning to today's trade, it's a quiet morning on Wall Street. S&P and Dow futures are little changed. On the radar for traders, President Trump says he will negotiate with the Democrats over healthcare subsidies, a move that could open the door to resolving the shutdown. Yesterday, the S&P 500 hit a new record fueled by tech stocks riding the artificial intelligence spending boom. And even though pumpkin spice latte season feels like it just started, Starbucks is getting ready for winter. The coffee chain's holiday menu will be out starting November 6th. It includes an iced sugar cookie latte and a polar bear cake pop. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
Friendly reminder, don't brake when you see the lake.
WSIC. Local starts here.
Warning, no lifeguard on duty. We're back with more Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN 8:34. Happy Tuesday to you. Wow, already flying toward the 9 o'clock hour here. You're going to get ready for Patrick Reynolds. He's up next, 9 o'clock at the Home Ad Show. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries, you're hanging out with Patrick Reynolds. We'll hang out with him at 9 o'clock as well. Harlan from Beltone is going to be joining us at 8:45. Looking forward to chatting with him. You got to get that hearing checked. Don't be missing out on the conversations. No. And the crazy part about if you don't hear and over time, Johns Hopkins University, the study's coming out that you lose cognitive ability the more you don't hear.
That's right.
That's pretty wild.
That is wild. Yeah.
That alone should be reason enough for you to, want to go get your hearing checked.
Right. And you just don't want to miss out on all the fun. There's all we talked with Christine Patterson just now, the arts and events things. You don't want to miss out on the fun and hearing all the sounds and from the low, Harlan talks about from the very low to the very high. And
that's right.
Everything in between.
With all of his locations too, he makes it easy to go in and get your free hearing test. Because you may want to go get it because you might be confused with me saying this. Paramount bought a newspaper.
Paramount, the movie studio?
Yeah, they bought a newspaper.
Bought a newspaper?
Yep. The Free Press was the name of the one that Paramount announced that they bought for
Newspapers are back?
Bought it for $150 million. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Barry Weiss. Barry Weiss. So she was the site's co-founder. I think she used to be former CBS or former something. I'm not sure.
It says editor-in-chief of CBS News. So news is
So she's going to be the editor-in-chief of CBS News because remember, Paramount bought CBS.
Right.
Or owned CBS and Paramount got sold. One of the two, somewhere in this mega conglomerate. And so now the Free Press rolling under there, and she's going to be the editor-in-chief.
Okay.
She put out a post, and I'll read it to you. From day one, the promise and the business proposition of the Free Press was simple. We would marry the quality of the old world to the freedom of the new. We would seek the truth and tell it plainly. And we would treat readers like adults, capable of making their own choices. So many people told us this was no longer possible, that the premise of a media company built on trust rather than partisanship was, at best, a relic from the past, and at worst, a fantasy that never was, that the internet killed journalism, that there simply weren't enough Americans out there in search of media driven by honesty, independence, and integrity. Our readers proved them wrong. Our subscribers demonstrated that there's a market for honest journalism, and they've given us a mandate to pursue that mission from an even bigger platform. So CBS News getting a pretty big shakeup here.
Yeah.
Don't know what this will mean as far as, now that's editor-in-chief of CBS News. So a lot of the major news programs, I imagine there'll be some shakeups there. To what extent, I don't know. But some change afoot here within CBS. It seems like a pretty big shift.
That is a big shift. I have seen some videos on social media from Gen Zs talking about how they miss, they watched these movies growing up with people working at newspapers and magazines and went into journalism because of that hustle. Yeah. And then they're like, it doesn't exist anymore. Anyway, I comment on every one of them. Check out Late Number Woman magazine. They're talking about wanting to hold something in
Yeah.
their hand, like having physical print and
Yes.
not just stuff. So maybe
Genius.
maybe we're shifting to the physical, like handheld copies.
Hold
and
on to
Gen Zs are going to bring them all back.
Rather than just digital on your screen.
Yeah.
That's definitely a thing. There's definitely a shift going on. We've talked about there's a generational shift happening. Word on the street, Tim Cook stepping down as CEO of Apple.
Oh, that's big news.
Supposedly, and this is according to Bloomberg, John Turnus, he is the Apple's senior vice president of hardware engineering, is expected to take over. Bloomberg's, the notes and in the article that they're looking at whenever Tim does officially makes the announcement, talking about that needing engineers rather than sales or operational specialists. So interesting move there, going more into hardware. Apple obviously has been in hardware for quite some time. Now, interesting deviation, I think, from Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs believed Apple was more of a software company than a hardware company. But we'll see what the future holds there. Not just because they did in the past doesn't mean that they have to do it the same way in the future. After stepping down, Cook may likely remain as chairman of Apple boards. That's the same path Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, took, and Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft, took as well. So might be seeing a shift there. Does that make anybody stop buying the products? I doubt it. But as far as internally what the future holds, you never know. Not always everything is what it seems.
No.
And the Teletubbies proved that.
Oh, the Teletubbies proved that. Okay.
They definitely did.
Okay.
The British TV show Teletubbies, it aired from 1997 to 2001, if you don't remember that one.
Were you a Teletubby fan?
I remember the commercials and the action figures and all that. And the thing was, they looked really small, but contrary to their on-screen appearance, the characters were actually huge.
Nah, they were giant.
Tinky Winky was 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Poe was 6 feet 6 inches. Lala was 6 feet 5 inches. Dipsy was 8 feet.
Mm-hmm.
These are very scary creatures if you ever came across
They
them
were
in
on
the real
PBS way after 2001. So we've talked before, my very first big girl TV job was at PBS. And so, yes, very familiar with the Teletubbies. They were in their heyday when I started working for PBS.
To make them appear small, the show was filmed on a massive set in Wimpstone, Warwickshire, which was kept secret for a long time. But once the show's location became known, it became a tourist spot. People trespassing to visit the Tubbytronic Superdome, as it was known as. So, And I guess at the end, the owners of the land were so frustrated with people coming out there, they flooded it. They flooded the set. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Stop looking at these tubbies.
And that's why new episodes weren't made. I don't know if that's the reason.
No, I don't know. But it lived on PBS for way long after that, for a very, very long time. Yeah. My entire PBS career was just Teletubbies.
Arby's introducing a new menu item.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this one might get you. I don't know if you'd be interested in it. Steak nuggets.
Oh, God.
Steak nuggets.
Nuggets.
A bucket of steak nuggets.
Not breaded though.
No. This
not
is pure.
like a chicken nugget. It's
this
just
is pure.
It's basically steak tips.
These photos though look like they're the 3D printed. This is definitely AI, I'm guessing. This
is the 3D printed meat because, as we discussed earlier, you don't have to. In North Carolina, there's no regulation if it's actual meat or 3D printed.
That's right. But now it's their post caption. It's now socially acceptable to eat steak with your hands. So you'll be able to get it in nugget form, sandwich form, and I believe wrap form.
All right, are you dipping this or are you just eating it straight?
Ooh, a little bit of both.
What you dipping in? Ranch steak?
Yeah.
Isn't it like a faux pas though to put anything on a steak, like when a steak is seasoned well? Or do you just douse your regular steaks in ranch as well?
But I also, will
put ketchup on it.
I'll put scotch in Diet Coke, So it's like,
You're not concerned about the proper ways to do things.
No, somebody's got to make the new trend in the future,
okay.
And that involves my fingers, these steak nuggets, and some ranch. And that is what it is.
Steak nuggets with ranch. You're not putting like horsey sauce on it.
I don't like that.
You don't like the horsey sauce?
Too spicy.
The Arby's sauce.
I like Arby's sauce.
Arby's sauce on the steak. Arby's sauce is basically just A1. So that would actually track better.
I think it's like a mix between A1 and sweet and sour.
Oh, is that what it is?
Polynesian.
I don't like any of the sauces. Yeah, I don't eat any of the Arby's.
Gal.
No, I'm not a big sauce person, but
this might change you.
Nuggets, no. Fast food.
Would Rob eat this though? Would Rob go for
definitely.
Steak nuggets?
Yes, this is right up his alley because he is just a meat person. He would prefer to just eat sandwich meat over a sandwich. Like he'll just eat the sandwich
is
meat.
Is Arby's and constant in the house at all? Do you guys frequent Arby's?
Arby's is a very frequent. Well, it's very close to his work as well.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
that makes it very convenient. So there's a lot of Arby's that get eaten.
Well, you know their slogan. We have the meats.
Well, they have it now.
they have even more
So
now.
they're going to do steak nuggets. I'm just trying to figure out. This is right up his alley, though, because like I said, he would rather just order, a 24-piece steak nugget and just eat that for lunch rather than having the fries and the drink and the Jamocha shake.
Pure protein.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
right
can
up his
get it.
alley.
Yeah. Hey, we didn't talk about it. I was shocked. Mark Sanchez got stabbed.
I didn't hear about this.
Do you know who Mark Sanchez is?
I think he's a footballer.
Footballer,
right?
former quarterback.
Okay.
I think he was, I don't know if it was his last team was. He did play for the Jets. He also, in college, was for USC, Southern Cal. But he was involved in, I guess, a pretty not pretty situation in Indianapolis where there's video footage now out. He's facing felony charges because he was stumbling after getting stabbed, but the stabbing was kind of the last of it. He was had a fight with a 69-year-old grease truck driver, I guess. According to witnesses and the driver, Sanchez was the aggressor and body slammed the driver. The man said he was making a delivery when Sanchez told him he couldn't park in the alley and told him to leave. After Sanchez allegedly started attacking him, the man says he tried using pepper spray on Sanchez. Wasn't enough, and so then he stabbed him multiple times in the chest. The delivery driver also suffered pretty bad injuries as well, including a gash to the cheek so deep that it went through and damaged his tongue. So Mark Sanchez being charged with some felony charges here. Not a good day. Shows you it can kind of change on a dime. Maybe it was just a simple hearing miss.
Maybe it was. Maybe you just heard him wrong.
Need to go get that free hearing test
That's
from
right.
Beltone. We'll talk to Harlan and see what that would take, if it's easy or not.
Fireworks? Yes, please. The real sparks fly when we're back. Stick around. Good Morning LKN returns on WSIC. Local starts here.
Fall is a season of ups and downs in the Carolinas. A little warm, a little on the humid side right now. Partly cloudy, low 80s for our Tuesday afternoon. Overnight, though, we fall off only into the mid-60s. A cold front on the way tomorrow brings some rain off and on for our Wednesday. And then a big-time cool down on the way. High temperatures in the upper 60s, near 70 to finish out the work week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. The 500 Club in Statesville is having their Members Couples Club Championship on Saturday. Visit the 500 Club online for more information on tee times, memberships, the Victory Lane Sports Bar and Grill, and golf lessons. Get ready to do the time warp again on Halloween night. WSIC Radio is bringing the Rocky Horror Picture Show to the Charles Mack Citizen Center in Mooresville. The movie will play at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium screen with a live shadowcast performing alongside the film. Standard and VIP experience tickets are on sale right now at WSICnews.com. The VIP experience begins at 6 p.m. with the showtime at 8. Sing along, dress up, and join the fun. This is a Halloween night you will not forget. WSIC presents the Rocky Horror Picture Show October 31st in Mooresville. The dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway is ready to take center stage this fall. The World Short Track Championships take place October 31st and November 1st, featuring the nation's best weekly dirt racers. And then get ready for the World of Outlaws World Finals, November 5th through the 8th. Sprint cars, late models, and big block modifieds take their final checkered flags of 2025 while their champions are crowned. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, schedules, and camping information.
The Renaissance Festival is back Saturdays and Sundays now through November 23rd. Non-stop shop at Giant Crafts Market. Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com while supplies last.
Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Good Morning LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local starts here.
Good morning, OKN. 8:48. Happy Tuesday to you. Tough stuff if you wouldn't be able to hear us every day.
That's
you
right.
know? That would be a sad
Make it
day.
hard to listen to us talk to you every
And not
day.
even just us, your family members. You're sitting around, you're on the couch, you're in the living room, you're having a good time. Maybe the grandkids are running through there, right? And you want to be part of the scene, you want to be part of the conversation, and you can't hear. And you can figure out what's going on. And it starts with a free hearing test. It's not just cleaning your ears and getting the wax out. Is it, Harlan? Is that the
We've
easiest?
done that before many times, but the reality is that most people have a problem where they misunderstand the words, but yet they feel like they can hear. Some sounds you hear better than others, like notes on a piano keyboard. Some sounds are going to be more important for clarity. Some sounds more important for hearing. So when you're missing the sounds on the right-hand side of a piano keyboard, those are the ones that are most important. And most people miss those, and it's a slow process, so they really don't know until they have a test.
I've got some seasoned friends that I hang out with, and they're saying that some conversations, they literally are guessing words that people are saying.
Well, if you have enough clues to the word, to the sentence, you'll figure it out if you miss a word or two. But most of the time, folks are having more trouble, and their clues are fewer and farther between. And they miss a keyword, they say something embarrassing or say something doesn't appropriate. So they like to stay up with the conversations, like to stay involved. But sometimes they can feel left out and feel like they're not able to join in, and they feel a little bit less likely to go do things. And that also leads to some mental decline, which Johns Hopkins University and other groups have actually done some studies on that. And if you have hearing, your mental decline is a certain rate. If you have hearing loss, it's a much faster rate. But if you have hearing aids treating your hearing loss, it is about the same rate as if you have normal hearing. So check out Johns Hopkins and hearing aids, and you'll see that for yourself.
Are you second generation or third generation?
Third. My dad, my grandfather. I have two uncles that have done it. My sister in the High Point offices. So family.
How many ears have you listened to over the years? Would you say?
Well, I've thousands and thousands. 10, 15, 20,000, 30,000, probably more than that.
More than you can count.
Yeah.
And so with all those people that come in for that hearing test, when they come in, do a majority, either one way or another, realize they can't hear, or is it that someone finally convinced them to come in and have that test done?
Hopefully the person that convinces them is actually there, because often folks come in with sometimes their arms crossed and that mental kind of don't want to do anything because other people notice it more than them. They just have to say one syllable, what or huh, and the other folks have to repeat the whole thing all the time. So you get some frustration. Some people say, I hear what you want to hear, or selective hearing. And the reality is that if you have a hearing loss, you have to pay so much more attention to hear what's going on. You have to focus harder. And there's no way to do that all the time. So you will mentally just kind of tune out the conversation because it's just not worth the extra effort. To other people, it seems like you're not trying hard enough when really you're just not trying the extra hardness that you need to do to figure out what's going on.
Well, it can really isolate you from family situations as we're heading into, we're looking ahead to the holiday seasons.
yeah.
You're thinking about being in a room with all the people, and sometimes you're having trouble hearing. You'll just end up kind of sitting by yourself and not interacting with the family.
That's right. And it's a gradual thing, so people don't notice it a lot of times. The folks don't even know that you're with. They just know my husband doesn't want to go out and do things, or my wife just doesn't feel comfortable going out, so it affects you socially too. Not just them, but you also get isolated from friends and family. And the reality of it is if you have good hearing or you have treated hearing loss, you're going to feel more aware. You're going to be more witty. Other people are going to perceive you better. You're going to be more accepted socially. You're going to feel like I'm on my game, and other people feel like you're on your game. If not, it could hurt you socially and in business, and just in general, your mental health is better if you hear good.
I don't know, Harlan. If I got to choose between just not hearing or wearing these devices on my ears and carrying around these packs and doing all this stuff with all this technology stuff, I mean, how complicated is the technology?
Oh, man, you just don't be talking like that. They're very small nowadays, very tiny. They fit very discreetly behind the ear. There's some even go little tiny in the ear. They can be Bluetooth with your phone if you want. That's really cool stuff. That's seamless. You just answer your phone. You hear it through your hearing aids if you want to. Nowadays they are very good, and we focus mostly on trying to make sure it's clear in background noise and make sure that it's something you can just hear with, and it's automatic. You don't have to adjust it. You can turn it up if there's something unusual going on, but for the most part, folks can leave it alone all day and hear clearly and not have to think much about it. So it's very small nowadays.
I'll be honest, though, it sounds expensive. Sounds like it might be a little pricey to get this done.
Yeah.
Does insurance do anything related to hearing aids?
Well, that's my specialty is insurance, and that is true. Hearing aids can be expensive. Insurance, if you're over 65, a lot of times your insurance policy will pay for it. Even under 65, some will, especially if you're on Medicaid and Medicare, both if you're over 65. So insurance definitely helps, and they will negotiate with the They'll negotiate with the hearing aid company. So you guys want to be in our network, and Blue Cross, Humana, Aetna, Cigna, United Healthcare. They're all the types of groups that we work with, and anybody who has that insurance is going to get a better deal by a long shot. Pay somewhere between a third to what they would normally pay, or even sometimes zero.
All right, let's say that my insurance doesn't cover necessarily Beltone, but maybe one of the other leading technology providers for hearing aids. Do you carry more than just Beltone products?
Absolutely. There's other good companies, too. There's lots of them. Matter of fact, all the major brands are good. There's not a crummy major hearing aid company. If you get the over-the-counter stuff, that's going to be not that great. It serves a purpose for the folks who just can't do anything and need something for emergencies. But the reality is the quality of the sound is much better if you get what both call a real hearing aid. And I carry different brands as well. And again, all the hearing aid companies, the major brand is good. If the professional you go to knows that product, that's the most important thing, because they will know how to do those special things in the background that kind of make that hearing aid do better.
We're talking with Harlan. He's the owner of Beltone here around locally. Multiple locations for you. nchearing.com or 877-HEAR-123. That's 877 HEAR-123. You can set up your free hearing. It is free, right? I keep telling everybody it's free.
Yeah, it's free.
Hopefully that's okay.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, I've changed my whole structure because you said that once.
I have a question. Once someone gets their hearing aids, if they have an issue with the fit or the sound or anything, can they come back in, or you sell it and they're done?
Oh no, gee, half the fun is taking care of folks, and it's actually a good challenge if somebody comes in. So I enjoy our folks coming in. We have great staff members that know many things about how to fix it if you just walked in. So call in advance to make sure you've got a spot. But for the most part, there's not too much that you have to do, but we're there to do it if you need to have something cleaned or changed or something's not working, we'll figure it out. It's usually something simple, something easily fixed.
Harlan, if you put a flashlight on one side of my head, it comes out the other side. How does it work, like, in there? Like, why is it happening?
I'm highly confident that happens with you.
None of your other patients, though. Never.
Oh, just him. That's it, I'm sure. So the ear has two major parts. You've got mechanical things, and the eardrum could have a hole, and you got fluid behind your ear, earwax, things like that. It's mechanical things that can be fixed, and we can actually tell that by a hearing test. And we would then refer you to a professional who could help you with that. And let's work on that first. But most folks come in having nerve deafness or sensory neural hearing loss. They will only be able to help with the hearing aid. It's the only thing that can help them. There's nothing medically you can do. You can monitor it over time, and we measure two big things when it comes to that: how well you hear, but also how well do you hear clearness. Some people do better with hearing aids than others, and we can actually measure how good you'll do.
The ongoing maintenance side of it, is that by appointment only, or do you allow people? You most time let people just stop in, which is just wild.
Well, our staff members there, like I said, and it is very easy to come in and get something done. Call us on the phone too, because folks a call often ends at, "Oh, thanks, I forgot about that," and they'll just go and fix it themselves. But you can also come in. Just a simple phone call first to get your reminders on what to check for, and that usually solves the problem.
You've got multiple locations, one here in Cornelius, you've got Mooresville, you've got multiple others, and you're working on a new location in Statesville coming up here soon.
Yeah, we're working on that. I was there yesterday trying to negotiate with some folks up there for new space, and we hope to see you there. Please come up and see me there or any of my offices. Happy to see you've got great staff, and all of them know how to check and see if you have insurance-related issues that you can get, how much it would cost you. We can give you some great ideas on prices even before you have a hearing test.
We're talking with Harlan at Beltone, nchearing.com. How long does the hearing test take? Because I got a busy day. If I'm going to pop in and see you again, I'm kind of okay not hearing certain things being said in the house, but how long is this whole thing going to take?
Well, if you want to know all about it and you want to hear about it, then if you have a hearing loss, it would take an hour and or so. And if you have more questions, sometimes people have fewer questions, but as long as you want to stay, we've got an hour usually laid aside for that, and some people takes a little less. But if you want to have a good evaluation, by the time you leave, it'll be an hour, and we'll take care of it. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, just come in, hang out on your lunch break, and you guys are fun people to hang out with too.
Third generation. What's been some of like the fun things for you, like over the years? I mean, gosh, the amount of stories and things you've seen from people. What's some of like the highlights? Would you say looking back on the career?
Well, when they leave the office, or right when they get ready to leave, they have their hearing aids. They're really excited. I go, well, tell me about it. And then the next person's waiting, so I can't often talk to them about it. What they tell me is that that they feel more confident, feel more part of their family. Their family notices the most. They're the ones that have to do all the repeating. So now they're going, oh, it's a joy to have him back. We feel like he's there now. I've had people that have told me that for years they thought their dad or they're, in this particular case, I'm thinking of one in particular, that his dad lost his hearing, and he wasn't mentally there, and he was all gone. And but when I had his hearing aid back, when I gave his hearing aids, his family was so amazed that he was hearing good, and how much better he associated with everybody, because they thought he was just sitting in a chair all day and thought he was mentally, but he was all there. They didn't know it because he couldn't hear. He was so used to not hearing. He didn't know how to express that, and made a big difference in their life. When he when he passed away, we called. It was only less than 30 days he had his hearing aids when we passed away. I called and said, "Oh, you can get your hearing aids. You get your money back in 30 days." Before I had the chance to tell him that, they said, "You do not know how happy you made my dad. It was incredible how pleased he was with his hearing aid. He was so happy with it that he insisted that we bury him with his hearing aid in his ear."
Oh, wow. Wow.
True story. And then, so it makes you feel great. And so I never told him why I was calling. I just to touch base. I was going to, they said, "Oh, no, I could have got money back."
Hold on, dig them up. Harlan with Beltone, nchearing.com, 877-HEAR-123, 877-HEAR. 123, the phone number to call if you want to set up an appointment or you want to ask some questions. You can do that. The team at Beltone, absolutely great, and you've got multiple locations. New Statesville location coming soon. Harlan, thank you so much for coming
please
in.
call me, guys. Call me.
That's right. 877-HEAR-123, 877-HEAR-123. Thanks, Harlan.
Serving you better than ever before. 105.9, 100.7. WSIC, Statesville, Mooresville, North Charlotte.
Harrison's is the home of work, Western, and wow! For nearly 30 years, our family has been boots on the ground when it comes to work. We have the largest selection of in-stock boots in the Carolinas and the best workwear brands like Harriet, Carhartt, and Wrangler. Find us on Norman Station Boulevard.